This is how we 3x Goldsmith shops in 90 days by getting them more leads. So here is one of our lead lists in our CRM, our customer relations management software, right? That shows how many leads our system is able to bring for small Goldsmith shops in Stockholm. And this is the best part. We are not professional editors. We are not genius salespeople, genius marketing people. We just built a reliable and simple Goldsmith model that works consistently. So here's how we do it. We get number one, we get really, really focused on who we are selling to. So we look at past customers who spent the most money, right? The people who bought the most expensive jewelry items. That's who we focus on. And what we do is we basically just write down the demographics of those people, right? So, for example, an ad that we ran a month ago was targeting a 30-year-old woman who lives in Stockholm, who has a part-time job, and for the most part are interested in necklaces, in custom-made necklaces, right? Those are the people who we're targeting, right? That's who we are selling to. So then we build an advertisement that targets that specific type of person, right? So we say something like this in our hook for the ad. We are writing the ad, right? So the hook for the ad kind of sounds like this. I am looking for 5 30-year-old women in Stockholm who want their dream necklace made just for them, right? That's the hook. It sounds something like that. Now, then the photo of our advertisement, we will be running this advertisement on Instagram and on Facebook, right? So we run the advertisement, and the picture, the thing that the leads will first see, right? The strangers will see the first, is should look kind of like this. So bold text, feminine colors, geographic location, gender, and offer, right? So that's kind of the formula for the photo, right? Then we run the ad and start spending 100 kroner to 300 kroner a day, right? The reason we just spend that low amount of money a day is that Meta, as a beginner, won't let you spend more. They put a cap on your spending, right? So that's what we do first. Now, that sounds scary, but we'll make way more on each customer that walks in than what we are spending. So don't worry. Then what happens is that when the lead, the stranger, right, that sees the photo, that sees the hook, that sees the headline, sees your business, when they get interested, they will click on the ad. When they click on the ad, we will send them to a form where they will give us their name, their last name, their email address, and their phone number. They will give you that so that you can contact them because they are very interested in what you have to sell, right? So they give us their contact info, and then what we do is that we call them inside 60 seconds. The reason we call the leads inside 60 seconds is that calling leads within 60 seconds boosts sales by 391%, according to Harvard Business Review. So if there's anything in your business that boosts your business by 391%, do that instead of this. But until now, we haven't found anything. So call your leads inside 60 seconds. It will make you a bunch of money. Okay. So when we call them, we just confirm their booking. That's all we do. We just confirm at what time they are coming in, today or tomorrow. That's it. So we confirm their booking. When we hang up, we grab our cell phone and text them. We send them the location of our shop. We just go to Google Maps, wherever, and then just send them the location. That's it. After we send them the location, about 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours before they walk into our shop, we send them what we call the dumb face selfie, right? So the dumb face selfie is you have the shop, your shop, behind you, and then you just take a selfie with your dumb face, with making a dumb face, like whatever, making a funny face in front of your shop, and you just text them that. You just say, "Hey, this is me. See you in the. I'm very excited for your consultation." Right? When they walk into the shop, the first thing they should see is all your 5-star reviews. So what you do to get all your 5-star reviews on in your shop is that you can either, if you have, like, for example, a TV screen, you just pop them up there, right? But if you don't have a TV screen in your shop, What you do is you Google your shop, you grab all the reviews on Google, you grab all the reviews on Facebook, you grab all the reviews on Instagram, and you just screenshot all of them. You just grab your phone and screenshot them. That's it. Once you screenshot them, what you will do is print them out on paper, right? Print them out on A4 papers like that, and you can go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of frames, very cheap frames, and then just frame them all up in one wall. One wall. That's it. So you could have maybe like 10 reviews, which is not much, right? But if you just print them out on a paper and put them up on frames and then put them up on your wall, you will have an entire floor to ceiling wall of 5-star reviews. And that's the number one thing that the prospect has to see when they walk into your shop. Okay. So they walk into your shop. Now, what we have to do is enter into a sales conversation. That's it. Now, it won't sound like a sales conversation. It will sound like a normal conversation, but it's a sales conversation. Okay. So the first thing we'll do is we will go into the closer framework. We'll use the closer framework to sell them. Now, the closer framework is a sales framework, right, that helps you makes the sale, and it's developed by a private equity entrepreneur called Alex Hormozy, right? It's a very, very good sales framework to make the sale easier. Okay, so first thing we do, we clarify, right? It's the C of closer. We clarify. We clarify why they're there. So questions like, why today? What do you need? Why did you come in today, not yesterday or day before yesterday or a week ago, a month ago? Why today? What's the urgency, right? Why did you click on the ad? What was that interested you, right? What was it? By when do you need this item, right? So we just ask them, we just clarify why they're there, right? Number two, we label them, right? The CL, closer, the CL, we label them with the problem. So you just say like, okay, perfect. So just to clarify, you want this custom made necklace by Friday because you want to gift this to your mother, right? Something like that. Whatever they tell you, you just repeat what they said. You repeat what they want, by when they want it, and why they want it. That's it. That's the whole thing you repeat, right? And then they will say yes, perfect, because you just repeated what they said. Perfect. And then you go to overview. You overview their past pains. This is the O of closer, right? So, have you ever had a custom made ring, necklace before? All those sort of questions. You just overview their past pain. After you overview their past pain, you basically have enough information to make the sale, right? So you sell them. Like, perfect. It sounds perfect that you came in today because we can definitely help you with that. And then you make the sale, you make the offer. Remember, you are selling very expensive stuff. Okay, you're not selling the 2,000 kroner items, 1,000. You're selling the 15, 20 plus thousand kroner items. Okay, because otherwise this won't make any difference in your business, right? You would be paying maybe 2,000, 3,000 kroner to get a customer, and then they would be just paying you 3,000 back. Like, it's useless. You have to sell them very expensive stuff. Okay. After you sell them very expensive stuff, normally what they will have is objections, right? They will say, no, it's too expensive. Normally they will go on the price, right? Because they won't go on the quality because they saw those 5-star reviews on your wall. Like, if they go on the quality, you just go like, do you really think the quality will be the problem? Right? Okay, great. So what's the problem? Price, perfect. And then you go and you overcome price objections. We have a whole script for that. We have a whole list of price objections and from where you can tackle it. But the objective is to isolate the problem and then tackle the problem. That's it. So once you explain away their concerns in the closer framework, the last acronym is R. So it's reinforce. Reinforce their decision to buy after you close them, right? But what we are going to do is, instead of reinforcing their decision, we're just going to immediately cross-sell them. Immediately. Okay, we're going to cross-sell them with a cleaning and maintenance package. Now, we will price that cleaning and maintenance package for around 4,000 to 5,000 kroner, right? Now, we are going to do that by basically upselling them and then downselling them, and we'll just sell them to downsell, right? So we'll price anchor them with for example, the premium cleaning and maintenance package for 12,000 kroner, and then we'll just say the standard cleaning and maintenance kit for 4,000 kroner, right? And then they will take the standard one. Perfect. That's what we wanted anyways. No problem. And then that's how we cross sell them. And then what we want to do is we want to grab the cash of that cross sell and put it right back into our advertisements to get another client. And that's what we do. That's how the play we run for 90 days, for an intensive 90 days to get more customers and be basically cash flow profitable in the first 90 days, right? So that's what we do. That's the play we run. I hope this was valuable for you. To recap what we do, we figure out who we are selling to, we create an offer, we build the ad, we run the ad, we get their contact info, we call them inside 60 seconds, we sell them really expensive stuff. Okay? That's what we do, and then we do it all over again, right? Hope that was valuable for Goldsmiths in Stockholm. And if you want more free stuff, go to goldsmithsecrets.se for more free, valuable stuff.